Welcome back everybody, Max here, and today, as you can tell by the video title, I want to talk to you about PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds and console and all that fun stuff. Is it coming to console? When's the release date? When can we get our hands on it? Why is it only the PC mob? And all these exciting questions that everybody's like buzzing around and watching it on YouTube and is super stoked about. So in this video, we're going to address some of those things and hopefully just create a little bit more hype, because I know I am absolutely ramped up for this game. As much as I love Battlefield 1 and I enjoy playing it, and the main content you're going to find on my channel is going to be related to that game, I cannot wait to get my grubby little mitts on this game. This game looks fantastic. Like everybody else in the world right now, we're all dialed into YouTube. We're watching all the big YouTubers and stuff playing Battlegrounds, and it just looks absolutely mustard. Now, the game is not finished for PC. They are still working on it, and it's due for its release in the summer, I believe. Well, we're already in the summer, so wicked. That means it's imminently fast, and that means that we should be seeing, or we're going to get an update, or we're going to get a release date for console, and I think it's going to be imminent. I really do. I mean, I'm sitting here right on the edge of my seat just talking about it, drooling. So if you hear a lot of slurping on the microphone, that'll be why. So let's get into the nitty-gritty about what the game is and all the rest of it. So if you don't know, Battlegrounds PlayerUnknown is set on an island. You've got 100 other players, and it's basically a last man standing, you know, third person shooter type game. So you get dumped out of an airplane, there's 100 of you, you get to pick your spot where you land, you run around, collect a bunch of guns and all that kind of stuff if you can find it, different types of helmets, rucksacks to refill your or to carry more infantry and all that kind of fun stuff. And it's basically a last man standing, you know, game. You kill everybody on the map. The map gradually shrinks over a period of time, forcing everybody into a hot spot on the map, or the middle of the map, and it's a last man standing game, and it's absolutely mustard. Now, I believe you can play not just as a solo player, you can play also, you know, as a team with a couple of you or 4 of you, like, you know, squad up, which is absolutely fantastic. It's brilliant for a channel like mine, because I'll get some subs in here and we'll all have a crack at it and see what's what. So that's what the game's about, if you didn't already know, and if you didn't already know, you've had your head buried in the sand. So that's what it's about. Now, is it coming? The big question that stands out in my mind is it actually coming to console? Well, the answer to that question is actually really easy, and the answer is yes, it is coming to console. Don't care what you read, don't care what anybody says, don't care what your buddy tells you down the pub. It's definitely 100% coming to console. In fact, in the inception of this game was designed to come to a multi-platform environment. It was developed on the Unreal Engine, which is number 4. And that is one of the most ideal engines, if you like, for cross-platform development of games. And so this always had the intention of being pushed out across all platforms. And this game, to be honest with you, it made $10 million in its first week of release, and currently is grossing over $60 million, and that's for an unfinished PC release game that's available for $30 on Steam, and it's unfinished. It's glitchy, it's buggy, and everybody absolutely loves it, and it's mustard. So get on board. If you haven't seen it, get out there and look at another channel, not mine, because I don't have any gameplay. I'm a console player, but which is why I'm so stoked to get it. But get out there, you can see some, you know, plenty of stuff about it, and have a look. So release dates and all that kind of fun jazz, which is really the big question. When are we going to see it released? Well, there was an interview Bluehole took up with Invil Global, and they interviewed the project director Changan Kim, and he said, well, actually I'll read to you what he said. He said, there's one thing I'm concerned about. They said some people may not understand how early access works, and I think that Battlegrounds is a finished game. He said, I've reached so much feedback asking us why the final release of the game has so many bugs, and I want to make it clear that Battlegrounds hasn't officially launched yet. People who play the game in early access are supporting us in the development process. Also, please keep in mind that those who opt for early access will have the full retail version at launch. Well, that's an absolutely bonus kicker right there. Basically, I think, you know, but what you can read from that is he's saying to you that if you've dropped your $30 on the early version in Steam, he's going to give you the full game upon its completion in early summer. So that's absolutely wicked. He also goes on during the interview, and so they deliberately and they specifically asked him, how is the console version coming? And that is why you're all here. So how's the console version coming? Here's his response. He says there's something called the Xbox Preview Program, which is basically early access for Xbox. We're hard at work adding the finishing touches to the game there, and it will be out on both PlayStation and Xbox. Now, as per usual, you want to get all the insights and read into what that means. Well, the Xbox Preview Program has been around for a while, and the way that I read that is that he is going to want to release this via the Xbox Preview Program. So unfortunately for you guys that are on PlayStation, you are not going to get it first. Xbox is going to beat you to the start line. And I wouldn't be surprised if he dumps a partially finished console version in the Xbox Preview Program, and then uses that in a very similar way as what they're using Stream for right now with PC to develop this game even further. And so we'll iron out some of the kinks and all the bugs. So as much as the PlayStation mob are not going to get their hands on it instantaneously, you might find yourselves getting a much more refined and finished version once the game is, you know, fully released and is you know, sewn up for console and all that kind of fun stuff. So there's good and bad to come out of that. Does he give an exact date? No, he does not. But E3 is coming up. E3 is coming up next month, and it is June 13th through June 15th of this year at the Los Angeles Convention Center. I would not be surprised at all, seeing as the way this game has evolved and how much money this game has already generated, if we didn't see some kind of console announcement or something at that event detailing more information or something released to the public as to when we're going to see it on console and how it's going to go down. I'd be very, very surprised if they make us wait till the end of the year. Once these games and stuff are rolling and the developers see basically the money train rolling through the door, they're not going to want to put the kibosh on it and wait X amount of period of time to bring it back over to the console area. And porting it over is not that hard. The Unreal Engine 4 is actually designed for that, so it's actually a very simple process to do it. But there is some legal crap that will go on behind the scenes with Microsoft and with Sony as to releasing it onto the platform and making sure it's all up to par and tickety-boo and all that fun stuff. So that's what's happening. Look out for E3 next month. I think we're going to see a big announcement there. They're going to hype it all up. They're going to say it's the end of the year and all that fun stuff. I don't think it's going to be. I think it's going to be next month at E3. We're going to hear a big development, and we're all going to get our hands finally on this absolutely monster of a game. Now, those of you that are worried or concerned that I'm pulling away from Battlefield 1, let me assure you I am not. Love the game to death, think it's absolutely brilliant, but I do like to have a little bit of diversity on the channel, and this game offers it in bucket loads. This game is just going to be an absolute mustard, and I hope you can see, or hear rather, how excited I am at the prospect of this coming to a console platform. Keep tuned into this channel. If you're not subscribed, hit the little bell. And even if you just stay up to date on the news of this, I promise you, the minute I find out, and I am watching this like a hawk, the minute I have any more information, I'll put another video up and funnel it down the tree to you guys as fast as I can possibly trip over my words and record it onto a microphone and slap it onto YouTube. So stay tuned, subscribe, hit the bell. That way you can stay up to date with everything that's going on with this game. And of course you can also stay up to date with my Battlefield stuff as well. They need to stop calling these games all by the same name. It's driving me crazy. Anyway, that's what I wanted to say. Bring you some news. There it is. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed the commentary, all that fun stuff. Leave a comment down below on what your thoughts are about this game, and whether or not you're going to jump in with me, whether or not you're going to buy it, whether you're not going to buy it, reasons why, and all that fun stuff. And let's make it a nice talking point. And as always, thanks for watching, fellas. Really appreciate it, and I'll catch you all in another one. Ta-da.